Former Bachelorette Jenn Tran is currently enjoying herself in season 33 of DUTS. She's moved on from her failed dating show season, but for Bachelor franchise fans, it's still a major topic of discussion. Right now, the question fans are mulling over is whether or not her season single-handedly marked the end of an era. Read on to find out what happened. Did Jenn Tran's season ruin the franchise? Jenn's Bachelorette season marked the 21st time viewers have seen a leading woman go through the on-screen dating competition to find her forever partner. That being said, because of the chaos that was Tran's season, and because of enduring the same old concept since 2003, some viewers are starting to be over the dating competition series. In a Reddit thread, Bachelorette fans agreed that after the previous disaster, they aren't looking forward to another season. Here are a few of the comments. I don't know if I'm taking a break or I'm just done with the franchise now. I have not cared to continue with the franchise. I will jump for joy when it's canceled. What went wrong in Jenn's season? When it comes to Tran's season of The Bachelorette, it went from great to uncomfortable to shocking in the span of just a few weeks. The uncomfortable aspect had to do with the contestants themselves. The men she had to choose from were quickly dubbed as unusual casting choices. What really took the cake, though, was who the Bachelorette ended up choosing. She proposed to Devin Strader, and while he accepted her offer, viewers didn't get to see the romantic moment take place. That's because not long afterward, he called out the engagement via phone call, leaving Tran completely devastated. It got even worse in the final rose ceremony when it was revealed that Strader reached out to Maria Jorges, a former Bachelor contestant, after dumping Jenn. Needless to say, the finale was arguably the most jaw-dropping in franchise history and was a major turnoff for several fans. These spin-offs to the rescue. Season 21 of The Bachelorette might have ruined the Bachelor franchise for some, but most have agreed that there are still some shows worth watching, and those exceptions are the Golden shows. Following Jerry Turner's inaugural Golden Bachelor season, viewers raved about seeing older contestants find love. Joan Vassos is the leading lady for Season 1 of Golden Bachelorette, and the sentiment is still the same. Viewers have already predicted that she won't find love. However, fans have been enjoying watching her date, and they approve of her season's contestants. There have even been some moments where the men's vulnerability has made fans emotional. Are you still a fan of The Bachelorette? Do you prefer the Golden shows over the originals? Let us know all of your thoughts in the comments below. The latest season of The Bachelorette, starring Jenn Tran, has turned the franchise on its head, sparking a wave of conversations, debates, and mixed reactions. From the moment Jenn stepped onto the stage, it was clear her season would be unlike anything The Bachelorette had delivered before. Known for her independent spirit, progressive outlook, and no-nonsense attitude, Jenn quickly broke the mold of what fans have come to expect from the show's leads. With more than a few bold decisions, she's created a season that's as polarizing as it is captivating, leading fans to claim that Jenn's season has annihilated the Bachelor franchise, though, as many would argue, in the best way possible. Jenn didn't approach her season as just another journey for love, but as a platform to challenge outdated expectations of the show's format and of romance itself. Early on, she made headlines for turning the tables on the traditional rose ceremony, opting for casual, intimate conversations rather than high-stakes eliminations. Her reasoning? She wanted to give each relationship a genuine chance to develop without the looming pressure of eliminations, allowing real connections to flourish. Though unconventional, this approach brought a refreshing vulnerability to the screen, letting viewers see Jenn as someone who valued authentic relationships over drama. For many fans, her approach was a breath of fresh air. They were tired of the predictable love or leave mentality and loved seeing Jenn embracing genuine connections without rushing. However, for other, more traditional fans of the franchise, Jenn's changes felt disruptive. They argued that the intensity of rose ceremonies and the escalating tensions are what make the show exciting. By focusing on sincerity over spectacle, Jenn was risking the very elements that have kept The Bachelorette at the top of reality. Her approach to the format that caused a stir. Jenn also made waves with her selection of contestants and her refreshingly honest discussions about love and relationships. For the first time, the show included contestants from a wide array of backgrounds, body types, and ages, making it one of the most diverse casts in franchise history. Jenn's season broke free from the stereotypes and instead celebrated individuality, a move that resonated with viewers who had longed for a season that felt inclusive. Jenn's diverse cast also opened the door for meaningful conversations about relationships, self-love, and compatibility, rather than just surface-level attraction. She encouraged contestants to explore their own insecurities, ask difficult questions, and focus on building trust. For example, one memorable episode featured a heart-to-heart with a contestant about mental health, a conversation that was as honest as it was refreshing. Her willingness to tackle tough topics broke the reality TV mold, and audiences appreciated seeing a show that didn't shy away from real-world issues. However, these changes also made waves in the Bachelor Nation, with some fans feeling Jenn had dismantled too much of the franchise's core identity. Without the dramatic eliminations, heated arguments, and over-the-top dates, they felt that the show was losing its entertainment value. Some fans argued that by shifting the show's tone to focus on emotional depth, Jenn's season had lost the classic drama that made The Bachelorette addictively watchable in the first place. Social media erupted with debates over whether the franchise could ever return to its previous format after Jenn's game-changing season, with some claiming she'd annihilated the series and others celebrating her as a revolutionary figure in reality TV. Another reason Jenn's season stirred up such strong feelings is that she wasn't afraid to hold contestants accountable. Jenn's no-nonsense approach meant she called out red flags immediately, refusing to keep contestants who showed signs of insincerity, immaturity, or poor intentions. In one episode, when confronted with a contestant who admitted he was more interested in the fame than the relationship, Jenn didn't mince words. She swiftly sent him packing, much to the shock of the other contestants, and the delight of many fans who had long wanted to see less tolerance for drama seekers. By prioritizing respect and integrity, Jenn fostered an environment where contestants were genuinely invested in getting to know her, rather than competing for screen time. The resulting interactions felt more authentic and heartfelt, transforming The Bachelorette from a guilty pleasure into a thought-provoking exploration of love, vulnerability, and self-discovery. Many fans, especially those newer to the franchise, felt that Jenn's approach elevated the series into something deeper and more meaningful. Yet, as with any groundbreaking change, not everyone was on board. The more traditional fans missed the familiar format, comparing Jenn's season to a new version of The Bachelorette that simply didn't feel like the show they'd come to love. Some argued that the lack of dramatic suspense made the season feel slow, while others critiqued the overly serious tone. These fans felt that The Bachelorette had always been escapist entertainment, and Jenn's introspective approach changed that dynamic too much. Despite the mixed reactions, Jenn Tran's season has undeniably left a mark on the Bachelorette franchise. It has sparked an essential conversation about what reality TV can be and what it should be. Her season challenged the expectations of romance on screen, valuing connection over spectacle, sincerity over sensationalism. In doing so, Jenn has opened up the possibility for future seasons to continue evolving, reflecting the diverse and nuanced nature of modern relationships. For those who resonated with her approach, Jenn's season didn't annihilate The Bachelorette, it redefined it. She showed that love, even on reality TV, doesn't have to be a game or a series of eliminations, but can be an exploration of shared values, mutual respect, and vulnerability. And whether fans loved or hated the shift, there's no doubt that Jenn's season will be remembered as one of the boldest and most transformative seasons in the show's history. 4-0